Whoa. Eng-Speak. Your sight swims as if underwater. Memories fly away like startled ravens before you can capture them. With great effort you remember who you are. Juno. You also realize that a monumental serpent is speaking to you now. Your last certainty was that you died some time ago and that it is about to happen again. Alter, ist das Vieh riesig. Frustrating. You are slow to understand the serpent. It speaks in a language that records very ancient memories of words you learned long ago. If you are not going to die, I suppose we must speak instead. Who are you? My name is Juno. You're Juno? It means nothing to me. Maybe I have asked the wrong question. What are you? What is your purpose? I am a Mander. Mander? Ah, Valka. Now the picture is forming. Do you not know me, Valka? Through thought your memory is still fuzzy, you're certain you know nothing about an enormous serpent. What do your prophecies say? The gods gave you prophecy, fate, destiny. Is there no child coming to slay me with a magic sword? Are there no stars in the sky foretelling this disaster? Do you truly not know? The gods are dead. Dead? How is that? Are you a god? No. The gods are silent, and before me stands one who knows not what they have done. Listen carefully now, for I will give you a prophecy. I am the end. Do you understand? This word in this tapestry, I would defer, it is my purpose. But I cannot. Instead, now comes a wall of night to consume your pitiful world. Wall of night, the dredge. Dredge? Stone man marching across a long bridge? No, it is darkness. The egg with white that has turned black. I am meant to devour the tapestry itself, not idle witness the dusk smoother this rook. I am incomplete, a worm crawling through a dung field. Because of you. Who are you to take my destiny? What are you? Return what is mine. Ich raff gar nichts mehr. Eywind. Juno, you're alive? You're alive? How? Where are you? Wait, where? I am. Asleep, I presume, or unconscious. I am in Richon, I think. A serpent was trying to kill me. Now I'm talking to you. Time is moving strangely. I've lost swathes of memories. But I found you, for a short time at least. The serpent said something about a long bridge. So I took a guess. It came after you? We saw it at Einer. Are you okay? It tried to turn me to ash after we spoke. I would be surprised if that's the last we've seen of it. It could tear the land apart or crush cities if it wanted. What do we do? It gets worse. A prophecy of the gods that I've never heard of. There are still prophecies out there? It was vouched. Sounded like the serpent was supposed to swallow the world. Instead, some kind of darkness or nothingness is seeping from the north. It devours whatever it touches. That would explain why the dredge are swarming on us like someone kicked an anthill. Eywind, are you in danger? You could say so. Bioware is here. The Wall are holding him off, but not for much longer, I think. Of all the Sundre, why the immortal one? Aha! Der ist unsterblich. Okay. Bioware? That is the worst of luck. I would have you come to me, but we will have to do this the hard way. Listen closely. I will return to Strand and find passage down the Red River. You must leave Einer and meet me in Secretholm. You know, we'll never make it to Secretholm. Bioware is about to overtake us. The Wall won't listen to a thing. Find a way. Do whatever it takes. I will not be able to contact you again before Secretholm. Go. And, Eywind. Yes? I love you. Oh, goldish. Love story. You spent a lot of time next to him since he passed out. Just keeping an eye on him. It's not like that, Dad. He saved Ivar. He made save the rest of us. Can he hear us? He just moved. How long was I? You were out for a couple of days. How do you feel? Juno, she's alive. I need to meet her in Sigro home. Hold on. Slow down. Who's Juno? She's my mentor on the Bannder Council. She contacted me. Contacted you how? She's not like most Manders. What happened here since I passed out? The wall are holding the dredge back, just barely. Bioware has disappeared. Ivar is still out of it. Joruntra sent Håkon, Ludin and a couple hundred wall away to Arberringer. I don't know how long we'll be able to hold out here. Rook, I need your help. Take me to Sigro. Juno is going to meet us there. Sigro? That's got to be a week away at least, and just abandon Einantoth? Maybe, or... no. I could destroy that god-forsaken bridge myself. That would delay the immediate threat, but Joruntra will never agree to it. I need to understand a few things, Avent. What do we do about Bioware? I can stop him, but I believe Juno can. That's why we need to go. We could just leave and let the wall die to give us a head start. It's not my first choice. I've done everything I can on my own. What's going on around here? That serpent, Bioware? Look, I know things are... It's a long story. How well do you know history? We're from a very small town in the woods. I will keep it short. You know how man and wall were made. The Loom Mother, the other gods. In the first Great War, the armies of man and war hated each other. They fought bitterly for land and domination. Then one of the gods created the dredge, and they were such a threat that unless man and war set aside their differences, they threatened to wipe out both races. So they did. They ended the war, pushed the dredge into the north, and formed an alliance that has held ever since. The Second Great War began generations later. The dredge relied their forces, defeated the wall who watched the borders, and laid waste to unsuspecting settlements throughout the world. They were led by Sundra, powerful dredge warlords and waivers, like Bioware. He was there in the Second Great War. Humanity was on the brink of extinction when the inner circle of menace went forth and finally sent the Sundra and the dredge deep underground. For the most part, the dredge haven't tried to return since. Well, until now. Those Mendes were called Walker. Juno wasn't there herself, but she's from their bloodlines. So, another grave war has begun? If I didn't think the world was ending, it would be incredible. Ancient history is playing out before us. What about the serpent? That's another story. There's nothing in the Mendes libraries about that thing. It must have something to do with the dredge returning. That seems likely. Why won't the War King destroy the bridge? I can't completely understand it myself. The last time I mentioned it, he had his mind very clear. He'll let the city and the rest of the world fall before the damned bridge. How would you collapse that bridge by yourself? Not by myself. I could blast it apart, but this bridge wasn't made to fall. It will take time and concentration. That's why I need your help. And the wall will try to stop me. It could mean holding off both the dredge and the wall. I need time to think about this. I understand. Be quick, Rook. There has to be some way. 2. I can't believe the wall would be so stubborn. Speak to Yondril yourself. He's in the Great Hall. Maybe you will have more luck. Or maybe he will put your head on a spike. Rook, I hate to put all this on your shoulders, but I've got a few friends here. Come to a decision. Quickly. Either way, we can't stay. We have to make it to Sigrum. Juno will know what to do. Holy shit, das wird ja ganz schön geil. Das erinnert mich jetzt interessanterweise ein klein wenig an Final Fantasy. Keine Ahnung warum. Wir brauchen Supplies für eine Woche. Hat er ja gesagt. Gar keine andere Wahl. Wir probieren es mal. You will do as I say. I'm not here to argue. I'm telling you that we're dying by thousands every day now. You sent our best away with Haken. How long do you expect us to last? You asked for this command, Fuzzled. Don't let them get across that bridge. Fuzzled takes his leave. Just as you approach. Not great timing, you think to yourself. Thank you for the audience. I forgot your name. Rook. Rook, how is Youngwa? Will he survive? I think so. If I remember Youngwa well enough, he hasn't told you why he faced down Bioware, did he? No, he keeps things to himself. Yes, that sounds right. Youngwa confronted the Sandra in his youth. During the Great Wars, he won that fight. None other but the Banners have done that. He proved us stronger. Maybe he thought to do it again. Ach so, der hatte mal so einen unsterblichen Blatt gemacht. Ivor Kidesandre? How did he end up in Skorker? You would have to pry that from himself. I don't know. He disappeared when the last king tried to name him Kendra. It occurs to you that Irundr would not be on the throne now that had that happened. But why are you here, Rook? Be brief. I'm offering to help take apart the bridge. Human, if there's one more mention of the bridge, Irundr's mood changed almost instantly. If you have nothing else to say, get out of my damned hall. What is so important about that bridge? Every man I've ever met thinks he would revile the gods himself, if only he were in charge. I am over 400 years old, and I know that I know little. You are a child, an infant, yet you know everything. Listen, human, this story is not about you. If you jumped from that bridge today, the world would not change. Now either help Fuzzled, retake it, or leave my city. I don't care, Wilf. Guards are quick to usher you from the Great Hall. You don't resist. Na, fuck off. Der will nicht. Fight on bridge, destroy the bridge. At the warfront, rows of wall are lined up, waiting for their turn to fill in as the warriors on the bridge battle dredge in one endless churn of bodies and blood. Fawcett catches your eye in between giving orders. You lost, human, he says. I just want to see how things were going. Going great, as you can see, sneers Fawcett. Let me know when you want to help out, he says, dismissively, his attention returned to his commander. Verdammte Axt. Offer to help. Fair enough, Fawcett admits. I'm not going to argue against putting you on the bridge, he says. But we've got plenty of wounded here as well if you can work a needle. We can tread the wounded. You spent a day alongside Alette and many others tending to wounded wall, of which there are many. The work is hard and bloody, and after a long day you excused yourself to wash off and find a place to sleep while the fighting continues unabated. Vielleicht haben wir uns so ein paar Verbündete genommen. Die Moral ist auf jeden Fall gestiegen. We approach the bridge, which gets a raised eyebrow from Fawcett, who is logging a dead warrior over his shoulder. Back for more, he says, glancing out onto the bridge. You can tell that they've lost ground on the bridge since yesterday. What's the plan here? You ask with concern. I just do what your hunter tells me, replies Fawcett. And right now we are killing every dredge on the bridge, so throw in or piss off. If you don't want to fight, help me clear bodies off the bridge. Our warriors are getting choked up around them. Excuse yourself and leave. Ich möchte nämlich erstmal meine Helden begutachten. Beziehungsweise meine Heldenkonstellation. Das habe ich mir gedacht. Die sind alle am Arsch zurzeit. Okay, dann helfen wir noch ein bisschen auf der Brücke. Help remove the bodies. You follow Fawcett, making several dangerous trips near the battleground to pull bodies back to the city. The sight of you and other men struggling to carry lifeless giant bodies would be comical if the circumstances weren't so grievous. Nearing the end of a grueling day, you hear screams. A dredge pushed past the defenses for a moment and trampled someone. You arrive to find the battered body of Egil lying lifeless before you. You gather up the poor boy and with a heavy heart lay him beside the rest. Despite you exhausting, you barely sleep at all the night. So, kann man jetzt irgendwas machen? As you approach on the third day, the warriors are in more disarray than usual. Where's Fawcett? You ask. One of the passing wall. Didn't make it, he replies. Dredge are nearly at the mouth of the bridge, barely held back. Your mind starts to wander into dark places. You snap back to attention when you realize nearly the entire army of wall are staring in your direction. Ivor walks past, shuffling slowly with an enormous axe in his remaining hand. He heads toward the bridge. Ivor, you yell, but he doesn't reply, plunging his axe into the nearest dredge before kicking it over the side of the bridge. Come on, he screams at the bell-like horde. Cursing, you rush to his side in battle. Oh, er ist wieder genesen, der Kamerad. Wen nehme ich dann jetzt mit? Der ist noch passed out 2 Tage, nehme ich ihn mit. Die Ladies sind dabei. Wind, der leicht nutzlos ist. Ich bräuchte den hier, Kameraden, aber der ist noch verletzt. Das ist doch zum Mäusemelken. Ich muss mit denen klarkommen.